Hi guys, I think we're on. I thought this would be a little easier if I would just record the directions for you. Today, you are going to start a one pager as a review of our chemistry unit. So, what you're going to do is look back all the way back through our chemistry unit. So, we started with the periodic table. Actually, we started with like atoms, parts of an atom, and we went through the periodic table and elements and up through different types of reactions and things like that to where we are now with balancing equations and law of conservation of mass. So all of that material is what we are going to make a one pager about. So what you're going to do, and I'm going to put the direction sheet. I'm not going to print off individual sheets, but I will put it on Google Classroom right here for you. And what I'm going to have you do is if you, and we've done we've done a one pager before, so you should be familiar with it, but there's basically 7 parts to the one pager that you're going to do. The key part is there are 4 vocabulary terms that you are going to think of and try to mix them up. Don't get all 4 of them from one area. So don't do like electron, proton, neutron, and nucleus, because that would be unimpressive. So think of 4 different vocabulary terms from the entire unit of chemistry. Okay. Now this is going to be a little bit trickier for this unit because a lot of chemistry, like the stuff we're doing now, deals with numbers, but you want to think of a picture that would represent that word. So think of a picture that would represent, whatever you're doing. So I can give you an example because I want you to think of stuff on your own. So 4 vocabulary terms. So you're going to have 4 key pictures. You can separate the paper into 4 little quadrants. You can have just 4 things. It doesn't really matter. Be creative with it. You can go a long way. You can go tall. So you're going to have 4 drawings, and then you're going to put the word next to the picture. Okay. You don't need to define it because your picture will be the definition of the word. Okay. So that's the big part. You'll have a border going around your poster that represents chemistry in some way. So it can be like one continuous border. Sometimes people will have a different type of border on top, different borders on the side, and different border on the bottom. It doesn't really matter. Just something that will represent chemistry. Okay, so that's 5 parts. You're going to have 1 statement of fact, something that you learned in this unit. So in the chemistry unit, I learned blah, 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 blah. And then you're going to have 1 question that you still have dealing with chemistry. Okay. So let's walk over. We'll take a look. Now, you guys are obviously in the room right now, so you can just look at these, but let's look at some of the ones on the wall so you can get an idea. You can see what different things like this one. I just love this one. So this was one on astronomy. So they have 4 different pictures. So they had the moon phases, they had Leo, they had Uranus, and Halley's Comet. Those are their 4 vocabulary terms and pictures that went with it. They had a statement, something they learned, they had a question, and then they did a border, back up there, dealing with astronomy. Okay. Here's one on geology. Okay. So again, the picture is your definition. So you don't have to define what like Pangea is or what a stratovolcano is. You draw the picture to represent it. So it's going to be a little trickier because you don't have as concrete stuff as you do with other units. So you have to try to come up with an idea for a picture that would match your vocabulary term. So start with that. Now you're going to get 1 sheet of paper. 1 sheet of paper. So if you make a mistake, flip it over. If you make 2 mistakes, then be extra really careful because you're going to have a paper with a mistake on it. At the end of the hour, we're going to pick a cupboard in the back. So back there probably, or you could go in that back, the middle sections. So each hour, so I've got first hour, second hour, fourth hour, and fifth hour. So it'll be 4 different cupboards we'll use. You're going to keep your posters in there. So, and then tomorrow, I'll be back tomorrow. So on Thursday, we will work on them, and then we'll kind of see where we're at after Thursday. All right. So you get your 1 sheet of paper when you've got your ideas ready to go. If you want to do a little brainstorming first before you pick up your paper, that's fine. But it's well, I don't know what it is. That's your project. So get a good start on it today, and then we'll see where we end up after tomorrow. So if you have any questions, ask people in the room. People that had me last year have done multiple 1-pagers, so they should have the hang of how to do this. All right. So good luck. Be good people. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.